What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of Gumball Watterson from the amazing world of Gumball. For today's lesson we'll need some paper and something to draw with. I'll be drawing with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. And if you want more details on our art supplies I'll leave a list with links in the description below. Now I want to begin this drawing by blocking out the basic shape and proportions of our character. Let's start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page, starting from the very top in the middle. I'm just going to lightly work our way down towards the bottom, using these short lines. And then along the top, we're going to draw a straight line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to be using these two lines to help us create a large circle on the top of our page to define the size of the head. So let's go to that center point, move up towards the top. It's going to mark off the top of our circle. Let's measure the distance from the center down towards the bottom and do the same thing. Now we want to repeat that across this horizontal line. So measuring the distance from the center over towards the left and then the right. Let's connect the center point of each mark with a curve to create our circle. So we start with the top left, and the circle doesn't have to be perfect. We're just using this as a guide. We can always go back and just readjust and smooth this out. Let's go to the bottom of our circle, draw a straight line going all the way across from left to right. Now we want to bump out the lower left side of the head. Let's start from this point. We're just going to bump this out, round this out, come down and then in towards that bottom line. I'm also going to bump out the bottom right. Just going to pull this out a little bit further, almost like squaring out the jaw, and then pull that up towards the side. Now to get the right proportions of the body, we want to measure the same distance of the head from the top to center down towards the bottom. So right about here, just going to mark off the bottom of the feet. From that center line underneath the head, let's step out, draw two straight lines coming down towards the bottom. Let's go halfway and draw a straight line going across from left to right. Now from these 2 points, we're going to step out, just going to mark off the edge of the hips, and then we'll draw an oval. Starting from the left, let's curve this down in the middle, go across and up towards the right. And then we'll draw on the top, going up, across, and then down. Let's go to that bottom point. We're just going to angle this up and then out towards the side, going a little bit further past the side of the line. Angle this up and then in, just underneath that oval. Let's tuck the feet in underneath. From this point, bend this around and pull that in towards the center. And do the same thing on the right, going all the way around. Now before we go any further, let's move back up to the top and add the facial features. We're going to start from the center. We're going to draw a large circle for the eye going out toward the left. So going up, go around towards the side, come down and in towards the middle. Let's leave a small gap and draw that same size circle on the right. Then we'll go back to the left side and draw a smaller circle in the center of the eye for the pupil. And do the same thing on the right side. Now from the bottom right side of the right eye, we're just going to curve the muzzle. We're going to go up and across towards the center of the left eye. Let's round this out, come across and then back up towards a point on the right. Now going back to the left side, let's draw the bottom of the mouth. We're going to draw a half oval, coming down, round this out, and pull that up. Let's add a curve across the bottom right for the tongue, and then on the top right, curve the tooth, coming down and out. On the top left side of the muzzle, let's add a curve for the nose, coming down and up, and then from the bottom, angle this down. Now we're going to move up above the eyes and add a curve for the eyebrows. We just want to get the right shape. And across. And then on the outside of the head, let's place the ears. We're going to start with one in the middle. Starting from the left, we're going to go up, round out the ear, and then come back down. Let's draw a larger ear over on the right side, going across, around, and then back in. Now moving back, we're going to add some detail across the body, starting with the collar. From the left side, step down, angle this up and over, step down again, and draw another line. Now from the top of the collar, we're just going to bend the arm, going across and then down, round out the hand, and pull that back up towards the side. Let's move over towards the left side and draw another curve going out and down towards the hip. From this line, we're going to step up, draw a straight line going across the cuff, line this up on the left side. Let's go to the bottom of the leg, step up, draw 2 more angled lines. Now on the bottom right side, we're going to add the tail. Start by curving this down and out, round out the end of the tail. And I just want to taper this so it gets narrower as you come back in towards the hip. Now with our basic rough sketch in place, we're going to go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. Now as we're doing that, I want to quickly introduce the paper that we're using in today's lesson. This 100-page spiral-bound sketchbook is made by Strathmore. It's got a smooth, fine-tooth surface perfect for your illustrations. Each sheet is 11 by 14 inches with a tight perforated edge that makes it easy to pull out. To find out more about the sketchbook, I'll leave the link in the description below. And now let's jump back into our lesson. Now that we have our clean rough sketch, we can go back and just modify the shape and add a little bit more detail. Now with the shape of the head, we just want to pull this out a little bit further. Let's start from the top. It's going to go out and just almost like squaring off the top corners. Coming around and then down. Go across the top towards the right. Let's round at the top. Come down the side. And pull that in. Round out the cheek a little bit further. And then I'm going to go back and just clean this up one more time. Now we're going to go back and just thicken up our lines, starting with the top of the muzzle, going all the way across. Trace out the nose. And then working our way around, going out from the muzzle. I'm just going to trace out the pupil on the outside and just fill that in. I want to do the same thing over on the right side. Start with the outside of the eye. Now with the eyebrows, just want to trace this along the outside and just also rounding out the ends. And then we'll fill the inside of the eyebrows. And then we're going to work our way out, going around the perimeter of the head. And then we're just going to pull this in towards the base of the neck. Now we're just going to layer on some detail across the body. We'll separate the toes with 2 lines going across the end. Go back and add in those whiskers. And before we get into any shading, we're going to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time. I'm going to move to the side edge of my pencil and just add some various tones. So we're going to start with the nose and mouth. Just a light tone across the tongue. A little bit darker with the back side of the mouth. And once we finish shading this in, we'll clean up our drawing, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a pencil illustration of Gumball Watterson. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. And if you want more details on our art supplies, I'll leave a list with links in the description below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.